Now let us take this arbitrary graph y equals to fx. It has no equation, just an arbitrary graph I have taken. I don't know whether it has an equation or not, but I'm least bothered about the equation. Right now you just consider this is our basic graph. And now I will go for each and every transformation on this graph that we have learned so far. The first transformation that we will go is y equals to f of, let us say, x minus 2. Okay? First transformation we are going for y equals to f of x minus 2. And what we will do? We will shift this basic graph on the x-axis by 2 units in the positive direction. Because since minus sign is there, we will move this basic graph, we will shift this basic graph on the x-axis in the positive direction by 2 units. Therefore, our graph will look like this. The transformed graph will look like this. This vertex, which is at minus 2, 0, will come to the origin 0. Yes or no? Because we have shifted 2 units in the positive direction. So, this will come to the origin, right? Observe it. This is 4, 0. You have shifted it by 2 units. So, this point will be nothing but 6, 0, right? This is 6, 0. This is our origin 0, 0. This point is nothing but 0, 3, which will not change, right? This is 0, 3. And you observe, this was your minus 4, 0. Since you have shifted 2 units, so this point will be now minus 2, 0. Is it clear? Again, this is 0, minus 2. This length will also not change, right? This point will also be equals to 0, minus 2 even after the transformation. Okay, let us come for the next transformation, which is y equals to f of x minus 2. F of x minus 2. What we will do in this case? We will shift this basic curve by 2 units in the negative direction of the y-axis. So how the curve will look like? You will shift this curve 2 units in the negative direction of the y-axis. So we are going to get something like this. Okay? This will come down. Okay? Now, this point will be what? You see, this point is minus 2, 0. You have taken 2 units in the negative direction of the y-axis. So this point will now become minus 2, minus 2. Have you understood? Because this point is, this point is minus 2, 0. You have shifted this in the negative direction of the y-axis by 2 units. So the coordinate of this vertex will be minus 2, minus 2. Okay. Now, what about this point? This point has come down by 2 units. So this point will be nothing but 0, 1. Am I correct? Okay. Now, this was your 0, minus 2. You have taken 2 units down to the, you have shifted 2 units along the y-axis in the negative direction. So this point will now become 0, minus 4. Am I correct? This point will now become 0, minus 4. But since we don't know the equation of the curve, therefore we cannot find out the point where this curve will intersect the x-axis. So I cannot predict the coordinate of this point right now. But have you understood the transformation of y equals to fx minus 2? Okay. Now, if I combine these two, if I want to find out this transformation, that is f of x minus 2 minus 2, what I will do? First, this transformation I have gone for y equals to f of x minus 2. Now minus 2, that is, now I will shift this curve 2 units along the negative direction of the y-axis. Therefore, the curve will look something like this. after the transformation, okay, what you have done, okay, now this was your 0, 0, you have shifted 2 units in the negative direction of the y-axis, so this vertex will be now at 0, minus 2. Is it clear? Now, this point was actually 0, 3, but you have taken 2 units down, so this point will be now 0, 1. Is it clear? This point, since it has been shifted 2 units down, in this case, in the previous case it was 0, minus 2, now it will become 0, minus 4. Am I correct? Where this curve will intersect the x-axis, I don't know. Since I don't know the equation of the curve, therefore we cannot find out this point and this point. We can't find out that. Okay? But this will be the final status of this curve y equals to f of x minus 2 minus 2. Is it clear to all of you?